Hey, what's up? I'm Jeremy, and welcome to the String Showdown. Basically, a string showdown is a guitar string comparison between two sets of acoustic guitar strings. Now, today we have the Cleartone 8020s versus the Cleartone Phosphor Bronze. So we sort of have an apples to apples comparison, where at least the manufacturers are the same. Cleartone 8020s are 80% copper and 20% zinc, which usually lend to a brighter sound, whereas Phosphor Bronze, which is 92% copper and 8% tin, are typically like a warm and more balanced tone. With this string showdown, all the strings are 11s to 52s, so sort of a custom light, and they're all recorded the same exact way despite what the video looks like. Now, both of these strings are $15 to $17 strings, so they're sort of up there in price. They're coated, but they don't feel coated. To me, they don't feel slick, so I like Elixir strings, which feel like really slippery underneath my fingertips. These don't feel that way at all. They basically feel like they have like no coating whatsoever. Now, these sets of strings have a hex core, which really just means that the wrap wire is held in place a little bit better. It has a stiffer feel, but it holds tune a little bit better and is less prone to breakage. Whereas round core offers more bottom end and less high end clarity. But I think most of the strings that I've done in these string showdown videos are hex core. I think the Thomas Deck Infelds were round core, so you can always check out that video too. I think the differences in these strings were really evident in the first strumming example, where you can hear a lot more warmth and bottom end from the Phosphor Bronze. The 8020s in the funk example sounded a little anemic, with them being brighter strings and less bottom end, but I think that's sort of the point of 8020s, where 8020s are usually gonna brighten up a dark guitar. Phosphor Bronze sound good on spruce tops, whereas 8020s might sound better with mahogany or koa tops. But just take a listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd hate to end this video with saying which string is better, because that's not really the case here. It's more of which string is better for your guitar. Now, I have a Taylor 812CE, which is a spruce top with Indian rosewood back and sides, but we're really sort of talking the top here. Phosphor bronze really like spruce tops. That's kind of how I see it, and I think guitars with a stiffer top, like mahogany or koa, something that doesn't sort of vibrate as freely as spruce, is gonna like 80/20s. It's generally nicer to brighten up those types of guitars, but that's like kind of different strokes for different folks. You could pretty much like either or on any type of guitar. It's really a subjective thing. So if I remember correctly, I think these strings died pretty quickly, but they also don't really have a thick coating as well. I always think the coating helps the strings last longer, even in tonality as well, and that's sort of anecdotal, so don't really quote me on that, but I feel like I've noticed that at least with elixirs, because they do last really long. But there's always the two camps of people, where some people love coated strings and some people hate coated strings. I like them, but I also like the feel of a non-coated string as well. But generally, I sort of lean toward coated strings. Now, I'm probably getting ahead of myself here because yeah, these strings are technically a coated string, but they don't have that like lubricated feel that other coated strings have. They did sound good right out of the box. They weren't dead on arrival. I have definitely reviewed some strings on these Showdowns where I took them right out of the packaging and they just sounded dead as a doornail, and was like stupid disappointed about it too, because you know, you think you pay, I don't know, $16, $17, $18 for strings, and they should at least sound good for like the first day. So there's that. These strings definitely sounded good right away. But I mean, you should just try them out for yourself. You know, if you're in the market for new strings, these Cleartones are definitely a good place to start. Cleartones are definitely high-end strings. They sounded great, and I guess high-end as far as price goes, but I think they're a good value for the money. Anyway, thanks for dropping by, really appreciate it. Always leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know, what guitar do you have? What strings do you normally play? Which strings did you think sounded better in this video? I'm sort of just dying to hear more about my audience. Anyway, if you like the video, subscribe as well. I got some more cool stuff coming down the pipeline. All right, see ya.